And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, another week's in the books for the stock market and for SoFi stock, which today all the indexes somehow went green, which earlier in the day you guys probably saw we were in the red for the NASDAQ, the Dow, and the S&P. So those ended up going green, and we had SoFi on the day go up 1.8%. So we're going to break down SoFi in this video, and maybe later in the video, if we have time, we'll break down the indexes, some other stocks I'm looking at. So if y'all find value, smash that like button, make sure to subscribe, and guys, don't forget to follow me on X as well, at Stocks Talk Stocks, link down below. And you might as well get your free stocks from Moomoo as well with just a $100 deposit. Using that link down below, you get a free share of SoFi stock right off the bat, and you get 5 other stocks, each up to $2,000, again, with just a $100 deposit. So get on it, use that link down below, or simply go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video and break down how SoFi did today and this week and where I see it going moving forward, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do. Let's dive into it right now. So you guys saw, maybe not, we'll break it down right now. SoFi went up 12 cents on the day. It closed at what? $6.83. It went up 1.79% to be exact on the day. And you guys can see a lot of selling came in the morning, which you all saw a lot of choppiness in the pre-market, by the way. Then when the markets opened, SoFi was at about 680, and it went down to about, let's see, 665, which was a drop of around 2.5%. In the first roughly, what was that, 30 minutes of trading? Yeah, about 35 minutes of trading. And notice we actually got buyers to come in near the lows from yesterday, pretty much at the lows from yesterday being Thursday, where we hit about 663 to about 665. That's where we bottomed, and then we saw a huge run into close. So today we ended up getting buyers to come in right at that point. They respected that support, which is great, and then we ended up rallying for the rest of the day. As you guys can see, we made higher highs, higher lows, and actually, wait, we didn't break out of the highs from the pre-market or from yesterday, but we're pretty dang close, guys. You can see here on the 5-day, let me pull it up. You guys can see that SoFi is at a big resistance right now, which is at about 685, 690. You guys can see if I zoom in a bit, that's where we struggled, I believe, yesterday after the bell. Yup, today in the pre-market, all throughout the day, and in the aftermarket today as well when I'm making this video. So SoFi needs to break past 690 if you want to see more upside here, right? If you want to see the bulls gain momentum, it's going to have to break 680 to 690, which again has been resistance over the past, I guess you can say, day and a half. And if that point were to break, now we're talking maybe a substantial run could be in store for SoFi stock, at least in the short term, right? Which could get us back to, let's say, $7, $7.25, which if I zoom in a bit, you can see 720 to 725. That was support on Wednesday. Then we ended up falling right through. We went down to about, again, 665 yesterday. So if we end up, again, breaking 690, let me set my alert there right now. Markers that were above 690 in the very, very short term, which nothing's guaranteed. We don't know what's going to happen. But if we break 690, SoFi could be filling the gap, like I said, towards 720, initially. Then if that were to break, maybe mid-high sevens could be right around the corner from there. But selfishly, guys, I kind of want SoFi to come down a little bit more. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I'm building out my position right now. I'm not sure if you all remember, but last Friday when we got news that the CEO sold some, or not sold, he bought, we had the CFO buy some. That's after we had the CMO, CTO, and I believe the CRO and the president of SoFi Bank, they all sold. So after we got the news that they sold and then the CEO and CFO bought, I bought that same day. Not for that reason, but, I've been looking for my entry point for quite some time, and it dipped down to 680 that day, and I ended up buying at 680. So I initiated my position at 680, and I bought more. I think it was not yesterday, but maybe the day before. No, it actually was yesterday. It was yesterday because yesterday SoFi collapsed. That's right. It went down from 725 to 665, like I said, and I bought on this initial dip here. I think it was at 690, 692, something like that. I bought more shares, so I'm continuing to accumulate under $7 for sure. So selfishly, I kind of don't want it to break out like we said earlier in this video, but if it does, all right, maybe a trading opportunity could be there. But I'm looking at SoFi way more than just a trading opportunity, right? Which is why I kind of want it to come down to the mid sixes again. Maybe low sixes would be nice. Even high fives, I'd consider adding more to my position. Well, I'd definitely add more to my position if it got to that point. That's that's going to be something that we have to wait and see if it does, right? So SoFi is pretty interesting right now. It's consolidating in this little range, waiting for direction. What direction are we going to pick? And if you guys take a look here on the 1 hour chart, we're getting buying where we've gotten buying pressure in the past, right? We can see back in, the beginning of this month, we held pretty steadily at about 670, 680. We also held that point back in the end of last month of October. We also held that point a couple of months ago, as you guys can see on this time frame, or maybe not so much a couple months ago, but, back in March, April, May, we actually got rejected at about 680, so that makes it a big, it was resistance. We broke out of it. Now it's support. So this spot is huge for the bulls. Very, very big. But it looks like us dumping under 680 is still a legitimate possibility. 675, 680, 670, right? This general window. If we do break under that point, like I've said time and time again here on the channel, guys, we're probably going to fill the gap down to $6, $6, 610, 615, which is where I'm going to be buying even more. And then if that were to break, we fail at 610, this could be going back to the high fives, mid fives, like that. I'm not trying to be a doomsdayer. I'm not trying to freak anybody out. All I'm doing is just breaking it down the way it is, guys. And these are key levels that I'm looking at. Under 610, again, 555, 560, that was the high. If I zoom in here, you guys will be able to see it. That was the high from the middle of May, which makes it a big, big target here. Big support, at least, one I'm looking at. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But as of now, I'm personally holding on tight to my SoFi. I'm long, and hopefully we get lower prices so I can add more to my position. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And by the way, guys, if you have not subscribed yet here on YouTube, what are you waiting for? I think 40 to 50% of you guys watch the content, you watch the videos, but for some reason you have not subscribed. So if that's you and you have not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell as well while you're at it. And now let's quickly break down some other stocks, maybe what's going on here with the indexes. We'll take a look here very quickly. So today we had some selling across the board when it comes to big tech. We had Google down a little bit on the day, 1.3%. It's looking a little bit, I don't want to say toppy here, but looks like we are getting some selling around 140 to 142, which on Google stock, Alphabet, whatever you want to call it, you'll notice that has been a spot of struggle, a resistance for this stock over the past couple of months. If I actually clear the drawing set and get the circle tool out, let me show you this, guys. We arguably have a head and shoulders in the making on Alphabet here on Google. So it's definitely worth monitoring. If this fails to break 138 to 140, we could be gearing up for a dump off, which, I mean, honestly, that would not be bad either, considering like SoFi, I own Google and I want to add more to my position. It's just ran up so much. So if we do get rejected at 140, guys, get ready for maybe that right shoulder to play out. Possibly, potentially. It's not guaranteed, but it's something that I'm watching. We also had some other big tech names sell off today. We had Amazon go down a little bit. Actually, no, Amazon went up. I read that wrong. No, that's Amgen, guys. Geez, AMGM is the ticker for Amgen. Not a big tech stock, but I confused it with AMZM, which is Amazon's ticker. What else? Microsoft. That's one that went down today. Microsoft sold off 1.7%, which, let's be honest, it's way overbought. It needs to sell off. This thing needs to come down probably to the mid 300s for it to see a healthy pullback. So Microsoft down 1.7% on the day. Nvidia went down as well on the day ahead of earnings, which are coming out, I think, next week, right? Or is it the week after? Nvidia's on the 21st. All right, that's next week. I think that's on Monday, or is that Tuesday? Either way, we have Nvidia coming up this week. I think that is Tuesday. So keep your eyes on Nvidia, and I guess we could wrap up the video. I don't want to be too long here, guys, but yeah, interesting day across the board. NASDAQ, S&P, and the Dow, they were red earlier, but they ended up breaking even as the Russell went up 1.3%. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, the NASDAQ, S&P, and the Dow, they not only broke even, but they're actually leaning more towards the green on a 4% red day for the VIX, which I guess is a good sign for the bulls for the short term. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe here on YouTube. It's free. You might as well follow me on X as well at Stocks Talk Stocks. And guys, don't forget to get your free stocks from Moomoo once you open up your account using that link down below or by going to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo, and you deposit at least $100. You get 5 stocks right off the bat, each of which could be valued up to $2,000, and you also get a free share of Sofi stock as well with just a $100 deposit. And if you fund your account with at least $1,000, guys, listen to this. On top of those 6 stocks, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 16 stocks, each up to $2,000, guys. So use that link down below. It is a no-brainer. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all later.